I
Closest.
have
This is
a
for the closest.
question about like when people are really, really skeptical, like to the point where you get them on the call and they're like, before I got on this call, I researched your company, I looked on fraud.com, like I'm still nervous. And like, I don't know, like I had somebody like that, I think it was just a little over a week ago, and it was really hard to navigate and like give them reassurance without like convincing, because you don't want to do that either, right? So
Yeah.
that was something that I was like, how the heck do I navigate this for the future? And so long story short, I did like he did like agree that he wanted to put something down for progress. And then he got so scared that he's like, oh, unless you guys have a PayPal link, I'm not doing it. So I got one from Yap for him. And then he just like completely pooped his pants and ran away. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
your what would be your
Yeah.
advice in a
Feather,
situation like
feather,
that?
feather, brick, and truck. Okay. So we just gotta handle the feathers because they become a truck before they become a truck. So especially if it comes right from the beginning. Okay. So do you want to role play that prospect and I'll be the closer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Can you hear me out? Is it Kendall?
Yeah, it's Kendall.
There you go. First go. Nice. Awesome. You had a chat with Tato, right? Yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Okay, I had a chat with him today as well. We had a very in-depth, detailed conversation about your conversation. And first thing I want to do, Kendall, is to sort of like share back to you the main highlights from my conversation with Tato, just to make sure that I got you right, or and in case there's anything you want to fill me in with,
Okay.
okay? And then we'll go from there. So Tato was explaining to me XYZ, ABC, blah blah blah, la da 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 da. Main reason XYZ is because right now you're working a lot of hours, and that I think he mentioned that was sort of like causing a lot of frustration. I think he said, is that about right?
Yeah, definitely. I've been working way too much and I'm grumpy and miserable and tired, and I'm just looking for a change.
Got it. And how long has that specifically been going on? Like how long have you been working that amount of hours?
To be honest, way too long. I'm a really skeptical person, and I always like proceed with caution when I move into something new. And so that's really held me back a lot in the past.
Mhm.
And to be honest with you, like I researched your guys' company for hours before I even got on the call with Tato, because I just can't put myself in a position where I might be scammed.
Yeah, and that says a lot about how important this is for you this time, because this time you're putting in the work. That shows me that this is important to you and you're sort of like more in a place where you're looking to make a change as opposed to just continue to carry on with what you've been doing. I don't know. This is sort of like what I'm sensing here. I guess what's different now? Like, why now are you willing to trust and leave the skepticism aside as opposed to keep being skeptical about everybody and anything online?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily that I trust it. I'm just getting sick of my situation. So, I mean, I looked you guys up on scam.com and I couldn't find anything. I was digging for hours. So, I
Mhm.
mean, I thought it would be okay for
Yeah.
me to at least go on a call with Tato.
And how do you feel about after all of that research and the conversation with Tato? Now you're speaking with me. It's not that you just met us for the first time. You've already get so deep into everything we're doing. How do you feel about this? Do you feel we're a scam?
I mean, I still don't know 100% yet, but I do feel a little bit better that I couldn't find anything. I mean,
Mhm.
Tato was really great, but some of the greatest scammers are great.
Yeah, yeah, I guess do you and I totally respect that. I do believe that a good dose of skepticism is healthy, you know. So I'm with you on that. Like if you wanted to visit Colombia for the first time, but there's a high crime rate, right? I think it's good. Now, if you want to see Colombia, but because of the crime rate, you just go to the hotel for 1 week and you never leave the hotel, not very practical, isn't it? If you want to see Colombia and meet Colombian people. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, right. So I guess like how would you know or what do you feel you need to be able to just go out from the hotel in this case?
I don't know, just like reassurance that if I decide to invest my money, I'm not going to lose it all and feel
And
like an
what
idiot.
what is it that what is that thing or those elements that are going to give you reassurance?
I mean, I guess just like knowing the brand trust. Like I guess I've already followed Bass for a long time, but again, he has multiple accounts that are pretending to be him. So when
Mhm.
he reached out to me, I had to make sure it was actually him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The good thing is that you're speaking with the real Bass and with the real team. You know what I mean? So that's the one that the verified blue symbol. So I guess like do you feel right now at this stage you're ready to go out of the hotel and be able to visit Colombia in this analogy, sort of like trust us, or do you feel there's still something that is holding you back there? And you can be honest with me, no problem.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm sick of being where I am, and I've obviously held myself in that place because I've been scared.
Mhm.
And so that's why I decided to take the step forward, but I'm still really scared.
Yeah, and that's always gonna be there. Every time you go to the edge of your comfort zone, Kendall, fear is gonna kick in because you're expanding your comfort zone. So that's how leveling out looks like. So that's good. Now, besides that, in the event that you were to find the right people, the right help, the right pathway for you, would you say you're ready to trust this time, or you're not right? You're not there yet, which is fine.
I mean, I want to be.
But are you ready to trust? For example, in this case, we're talking about us. Are you ready to trust us?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Why is that though?
Well, like I mentioned, I followed Bass for a long time. I really do like his story, and Tata was great. So, I mean, those are two team members now, and now I'm speaking with you. So, it feels pretty safe to me.
Okay. And if at any point you don't feel that, just let me know. You know what I mean? Because like alignment and trust is very important for us. So if you don't feel that we are the 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 band or the people that you can trust, just let me know. We can stop this at any time. Okay? No worries.
Okay.
Boom, done.
So
Right?
what if you get through all that and then he's like, yeah, I think it's a great idea. Like, let's put something down while I figure out the rest of my finances. And then the PayPal, the only way he wants to do it is PayPal. And then we get to that and we provide everything he needs. And then now he's so scared. Like, you can't really go into coaching mode,
But
right?
that
Where it's
but that
like,
is not skepticism, that is fear. That
yeah,
then at that point we're not talking about skepticism because
yeah,
you pre-handled trust. So
right.
trust is not gonna come. It's not gonna she's not gonna say or he's not gonna say, yeah, I don't know. I'm just afraid this might be a scam. It's like, hold on, what did I lost you? Because I thought that you said, and I might be wrong, that you were ready to trust when the opportunity comes. So where did I lost you?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
Yeah,
no,
I already asked
I'm
questions.
ready to trust. It's just like I don't know. You never know. Okay, do you believe we can help you? Do you believe in this process? Do you believe I'm real and you can trust me? Yeah. So would it be safe to say? And now you move the objection. Would it be safe to say that what's going on here is a little bit of nerves because this is a big decision for you? You're moving the objection because
Right.
in this situation, if you've done that work, it's not trust. It's fear in disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
good question,
Yeah.
by the way. So that's
Thank
what
you.
you do. If you do the pre-work and you sort of like ask them and disarm the objection, you just gotta point the feather, right? You just cannot ignore it. It's like, cool. Thank you for bringing that up. Like, how do you feel about all that research? Do you feel we're a scam or how do you feel, right? And
Yeah.
what have you seen so far? Nothing. Anything you can think of that makes you feel that we are not unworthy, not unworthy, but the opposite of the opposite of trustworthy, whatever that word is. That no, nothing. Okay, so and then on the other side, do you have any reasons to believe that you can trust us? Yeah, which reasons? This, and this. Okay, so it sounds like you have more reasons to trust us than to not trust us. So are you ready to trust if the opportunity presents itself, or if we turn out that we can actually help you and what we have is the right thing for you? Are you ready to trust? I want to, but are you ready? I don't know. Have you ever considered that might be the very thing that has led you to be where you're at, where that way of thinking has kept you in this situation? How do you mean? Yeah, could this be those invisible bars that are preventing you from making any change because you're not able to trust anyone regardless of the evidence? How do you mean? Yeah, have you ever bought a product on Amazon that didn't have more than 5 stars or more than 4 stars? Yes, I am. Why? If why did you do that if there were 3 people saying that this product was a shitty product, right? Oh, because like there were the 99% of people were saying it was a good product. I agree, 100%. But you'll be surprised how many people, despite 99% of reviews being positive, they are looking for the negatives because that's what they already had inside. It's called the cognitive bias. The confirmation bias. Like they are already pre deciding that this product is going to be a bad product. They're just looking for reasons to believe that. And despite 99% of good reviews, if they find 3 bad reviews, I know, I told you, this product sucks. So could that be the very thing that has led you to be where you are right now for the last 3 years? Have you thought about it? And are you okay for allowing that way of thinking to keep dictating your life moving forward? No, why not? So what do you think needs to happen so that you can break that pattern? Do you feel you need to keep carrying with that way of thinking, or should we change the way we think and the way we behave so that we can expect a different result? What do you think? Right? It's sort of like diffuse and break it down for them.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Thank you so much for that.
You got it. It's very important that you just sort of like, when it's a trust issue, they like you guide them with the questions so they come up with their own answers. You don't go into convincing mode. You don't go into this is why you should trust us because now you're like everybody else. You are not responsible for answering that question. That is the consumer responsibility. Even if they ask you, why should I trust you? I don't know. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Like, why should I trust you guys? Why? What can you tell me so I know this is not a scam? There is nothing I can tell you, Kendall, because that's not my responsibility. I don't want you to trust because I say I am telling you to trust. I want you to trust because you're using critical thinking. Because critical thinking gives you power and allows you to come up with your own conclusions. And that makes you free. How important is this for you? Scale of 1 to 10. 10, 8, 9. Okay, so if this is very, very important for you, how do you feel about not having done the proper due diligence to be able to show up on this call prepared and ready to trust or not trust? What does that say about you and the current patterns that you're exhibiting? Do you feel that you're in a situation to be able to even move forward without having done the previous due diligence so that you can feel good about this? How do you feel? Do you feel this is the right way of doing things, or that you should do the homework and make sure, before considering someone that is ticking all your boxes? Yes, I think I should have done all of that. Yeah, no worries, that's fine. We can reschedule. Let's just since we have this time, let's just break it down. So the next time you hop on any call, you're gonna be able to show up in a more powerful way. What are your boxes? What are the most important things for you? What are you looking in a coaching platform? What are the most important things that you need to see, that you need to have to be able to trust someone? I don't know. Okay, no problem. You're not supposed to know. Do you want me to help you out with that? Yeah. Variable 1, variable 2, variable 3. Okay, great. Boom. Right? It's just help the person. And then once you help the person come up with a criteria to trust, you ask them, do you want to go with your due diligence, or do you want to continue this conversation? I want to continue this conversation. Okay, so let's use your criteria against us. So, um, have we done what we say we claim to do? Yes. Okay, we tick that box. Is there proof that we've been able to help people achieve the same? So is there a proof that we can transfer what we've accomplished? Yes, it is. Do you like us? Yes, I do. Okay, so do you feel you can trust us? I don't know. Okay, what's missing? Let's just revise that qualification system to see what boxes that you need to tick. That's it, right? And then we're gonna tick all the boxes because we're not a freaking hologram. We're real, and what we do is real. So just don't be afraid of just face, confront that, point that out. What have you seen from us that makes you believe that we are a scam, or we might be a scam? What any red flags, anything that has raised an eyebrow? They're gonna say no. Always. Okay, awesome. Cool. Great question.
Thank
Any
you.
other question?
Yeah, I have a question on Yeah, sorry. So what if someone, I've had this instance a few weeks ago where someone would say, "Yeah, I'm on this call just to find out a little bit more, but I'm also exploring another opportunity."
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I was on this call because one of your guys said that I'm going to get more info about the program, and
Mhm.
then he started to get a little bit like aggressive, and of course I was just like, "What?" Yeah, yeah. He hung up, and I was like, I mean,
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Fine. It's just like, we know that one out of 30 people that we speak to, they're already angry when they hop on a call. It's nothing that you did. They were already angry. They were just looking for a how do I call this? Like they were just looking for a wall they can throw things at, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So no worries about that. It's fine. It's like keep going with your day. Don't even take it personal. But you're
So
gonna have a lot of people that are like, Nick told me to hop on the call to know more information, so I want to know more information, right? You're gonna have a lot of those. Yeah. So we need to understand what's going on here first to be able to not allow that energy to get through us. Because if that energy gets through us and it touches us, it gets into our nervous system, you might run at the risk of start judging the person. And if you judge them, what happens if you judge them?
you can't help them.
You can't help them. Thank you, Mike. If you judge them, you can't help them. It's your freaking kryptonite. So you need to understand what's going on so you don't judge them, okay? What's going on
Yeah,
is, oh, go ahead, sorry.
sorry. Yeah, I just want to add on that. It is quite a valid point that Brian is bringing up, and we did talk about it in our one-on-one in terms of could there be more efforts in terms of marketing, in terms of sophisticating leads before they meet with us. So I think maybe come 2024, that is something that is going to have to be implemented just for us. So
Like more content, you mean? Like a
yeah,
video.
not
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
or
yeah.
just refine the content that they are reviewing, not just have it be the story of, I was this and then I did that and
Yeah,
followed a
I
mentor.
can do that. I can go ahead and record a video, sort of like doing a breakdown of what appointment setting is more in detail, so they just get the full picture, right? That's not a problem. But I promise you guys that even if I do that and we implement that as part of our homework, you're still gonna get people that are gonna say to you, "Well, Danny just told me to hop into this meeting to find out more information."
Yeah, yeah,
And the reason, and I'm gonna explain you why. And I want you to understand what's going on. That's the most important thing. What's going on here is a lack of wanting to own the responsibility of their decisions. Is lack of responsibility. Is in order for me to change my life, I have to take responsibility. Okay, if this is the responsibility, I have to take it. I have to own it. It's my life, is my decision, is my goals. I have to own the responsibility. But when people are not fully responsible for the things that they want to achieve or the problems they want to solve, what they do is just like they just throw the responsibility away. Like, oh, Danny told me to hop on the call, right? Like she told me that you guys were going to give me the information. It's very busy right now. It's the holidays. It's the president. The president is just getting the currency downhill. So I cannot, with my currency, is blaming outside. Is the outside thing, is the outside world, is the external factors that doesn't allow me to be successful. I want you to see those patterns, right? Because that is like lack of taking full responsibility. So you see that language, boom, in front of you. This person is not wanting to take responsibility. So now I'm going to have to probe on what are you looking for? How relevant is that for you? And how important is that for you? Because like be things that are not important to people, things that are not important to you, you don't care. Like you don't take the responsibility. So you're exhibiting a pattern that you don't care about your goals. So now you're gonna have to prove to me the opposite, so I can believe you and I can feel that it's worth having a conversation with you, or that having this conversation is even worth it to you. Because if you don't care, why would we have a conversation about something that you don't care? You guys following me? You have to pick up on that because they're telling you right in the first second. Danny told me to hop on this call, so I don't know. I'm not making my own decisions. I'm allowing life and people to tell me what to do. So now you are the next person, so you tell me what to do. You see? Well, we cannot do that because we're leaders. So we go, yeah, cool, no worries. That's what we're here for, I guess. Besides the information, what is the ultimate purpose? What are you looking to accomplish? North Star. Okay? Well, I don't know. It sounds interesting. Ooh, what is it about what you've seen specifically that sounded interesting for you and your situation? Well, the fact that you can make a lot of money remotely. Okay, so is the remote aspect you're looking to looking for a transition into something remote? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I mean, what are you doing right now? I work as a mechanic. Okay, so is it a possibility or is it a want kind of thing? Is that, oh well, I want it. Like if I can do it, do you believe you can do it? Right? So I'm using relevancy, urgency, and confidence questions to see how serious this guy is about this. How you can ask, well, let's say they say, yeah, no, it's a want, it's a want. I want to transition into something remote. Okay, so remote ticks the boxes and also the income as well, right? Are you looking to replace the income or are you looking to make more money with that? Like, what is the ultimate purpose? Yeah, just working remote. If I can make the same or triple the amount, that will be great. Okay, why is that? Financial security. Okay, we're sort of like getting a strong North Star. Okay, financial security, working remote, having a better, I don't know, being able to go away from the physical labor. Okay, gotcha, makes sense. And is this something that you've been thinking for a while? Or is this something that come up recently? Yeah, I've been thinking for a while about this. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. Blah. Got it. Okay, cool. Right. So now we're getting more weight from their answers. So now it came up curious, but now we're getting them into serious. Yeah. But if the guy keeps dropping or putting balls out of the court, well, I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe, possibly, yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to have more information. Da, da, da. Just hit them with relevancy. It's like how important is for you to sort of like do this transition and moving away from the physical labor. Scale of 1 to 10. 10, 9 is very important. If they say 5, well, that doesn't sound like it's too much of a priority for you. Why even take time out of your day to explore an opportunity if it's not in your top 3 priorities? But if they say 10, it says it's very important for me. Okay, so if it's very important for you, how much research have you done about all of this? How many hours have you put in? None. So if this is very important to you, if you haven't put any hours into due diligence and research, like how well prepped do you feel you are right now to potentially make a decision or take a risk in energy, time, and money down the road? How do you feel about it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, are you in a situation where you've decided to make a change, or you are not in that place yet, ready to commit, and you're more sort of like exploring your options to potentially make a decision in 6 months from now? Yeah, more sort of like exploring my options to make a decision in 6 months from now. Okay, right. So you don't need to solve anything. You don't need to transition right now. There's no need for that. It's more, I'm considering the possibility of. Yes, I'm not looking to make a decision or invest anything right now. It's more sort of like after the summer. Okay, that's totally fine. What's behind that? Well, where did that come from? Like, what's going on after the summer? La 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 la. Okay, so would it make sense if we have a conversation after the summer? Because I don't want to overwhelm you for the sake of overwhelm you or giving you information that you're not gonna use until the moment comes. How do you feel about it? And it was just like I just stop the conversation right then and there, right? But it starts with not judging them. Okay. So understand what's going on, see the patterns. See, this sounds like a tire kicker. Like it smells like hell like a tire kicker. Okay. No judgment. Like it's not bad to be a tire kicker. Like it's not something bad. Like not everybody that hops on a call is in a buying state, in a decision state. There are people that hops on calls and they're in consideration state, research state. That's okay. That's fine. As long as you tell me that that's where you're at, you don't contradict yourself. Because if you're in research and you're in consideration stage, fine, let me just help you and give you and point you in the right direction based on the stage you are in. So if you're in consideration stage, Let me send you resources. This is not a call for people that are in consideration state. I'll give you resources, you do your due diligence, and once you are in buying state, commitment decision state, we talk again. No problem, no judgment. You guys with me? It's not that, oh, you're not in decision state. Ah, you suck. Like, I'm gonna judge you. You're a loser. It's like, no, guys, like all of you have been in consideration stage or research stage before you went into commitment and decision stage. Make sense? That's it. If you are not ready to make a decision, not ready to make an investment, I just want to know. I'm going to ask you, facilitate a conversation that's going to reveal that so I can, optimize my time, but at the same time, serve you at the highest level.
Yeah. So if they say, well, that's why I'm on the call, because I'm also
So
concerned.
what expectations did you have about this call? What did you thought this call was about?
Yeah.
Did you come into the call thinking that this was going to be sort of like an information gathering kind of call? Yes. Okay, then I just have to apologize because we dropped the ball in the communication somewhere along the line. I'm going to personally take responsibility for it and see exactly what happens. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you accept my apologies? Yes, I do. Awesome. Can I take a moment to reset the expectations so you know what these calls are all about? Yes. Okay, great. So really these calls are for people who have already decided they want to make a change. They just haven't found the right thing yet, but they are ready to start taking over their destiny. They're just looking for the right vehicle. And you might not be there right now. Maybe you are in more sort of like a consideration research stage, which is fine, but this is not what these calls are for. But we do have a process for people who are in that stage. So which one of these two would you say you are in? Have you already decided you want to make a change? You just haven't found the right vehicle yet, or you're sort of like considering options for later down the future?
Yeah. So if they say the first one, because I've also got I've booked in another call to possibly become a closer, is what he said to me. So what I said to him is like, well, why don't you just go on that call first? Then I don't know. I did get a little bit annoyed with him, but and then started to come off a little bit like, why are you here?
Yeah, that's
Up.
why it's important to just the kryptonite, like the freaking judgment is gonna kill you guys. Because if you judgment, that energy goes into your words, they get it, they receive these guys judging me, they get defensive. It gets combative. We're not going anywhere. So compassion. Someone say compassion in the chat. Compassion is what you need to deploy. If it's getting through your nervous system, use your breathing. Big breath in. Look up as if you're thinking, and then just breathe out, or however you say it. Use your breath to control your body. Okay? Because that way you're saying to your body, I got this. Everything is under control. Don't freak out. You're telling your mind, don't freak out. It's not personal. This guy has a conflict. There's something conflicting inside of him, inside of her. We're here to help him. Don't take it personal. Put the ego aside. Breathe in, breathe out. Compassion. What? Compassion and curiosity. Promise you guys, you will change the world with those two things. Compassion and curiosity. Make sense? Did I answer your question, Brian?
Yeah.
And some of you might be thinking, it's like, yeah, Paulo, I get it, compassion. But dude, like, am I going to be in a compassion state for 20 minutes if this guy keeps just going in circles? No, that comes down to your skills, to your communication skills, and facilitating the right direction to get the information in the most efficient way possible. So if you probe a couple times, you don't get a clear answer, what do we do? Put it in the chat or chime in. What do we do to make the conversation more efficient? If we've probed a couple times and we're just still getting uncertainty, there you go. We start labeling. Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? Exactly. Are you more this or are you more that? Why is that though? Oh, I see. Exactly. Brian, Michael, you got it.
One last one. What
Sure,
if they say what? Yeah. What if? Because he did say it. So why don't you just tell me what the program is?
Which program?
Yeah, that's why that's
You know
yeah.
what I
Why
mean?
don't you just yeah.
It's just like imagine you're in the market for a spatula and you just go into a warehouse or whatever. It's like, how much is the spatula? What do you think the guy's gonna tell you? It's like, we have 1,000 spatulas. Well, what do you mean? Like, like, are you even in the market for a spatula? Yes, I am. Okay, what kind of a spatula do you use right now? How long have you been using that? And why that spatula is a problem? Okay, and what do you feel you need? It's just like, how do you mean? How much is the spatula? You know what I mean? Or going to a real estate agent, how much for my home? Sorry, how much for the home of my dreams? How do you mean? I don't know what the home of your dreams is. Well, you guys sell houses, right? So I was hoping you can tell me the price of the house of my dream. It's like, yeah, but we have like 3,000. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, is that the reaction? Do you know what I mean? It's just literally that reaction, right? So it's like, how much is the program? How do you mean? How much is the program? Yeah, you guys do have a program. Well, we do 1,000 different things based on what you're looking for. Do you know what you're looking for? Well, I don't know. That's why I was hoping that's exactly what I was hoping to get off this call. Oh, okay. So you don't know what you're looking for. You were hoping for us to tell you to share with you what is it that you're look. Hold on, help me understand. I'm struggling to connect the dots here. Well, I'm just looking for more information. Got it. Okay, that's fine. I'm more than happy to provide you with the information. But I guess like, do you know specifically what you need at this stage of your life? Like, what kind of help are you looking for? I don't know. Okay, so have you ever considered that might be the issue right there? Can I make a suggestion? Yeah, if you don't know what you're looking for, how are you ever going to find it in the first place? Right? Just call it out. Yeah, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. Well, I want this. I want to just probe, clarify, right? Yeah, I just want to know the price. It's just that's it. I just want to know the price. I just don't want to kind of like have a da 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 da. Okay, is the price the most important thing for you? Yes, it is. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but if the price is the most important thing for you, you're gonna make your decision based on the best price. Is that correct? Is that how what the game plan? Yes, it is. Okay, and if that's the case, you're always going to optimize for the cheapest. If the price is the most important for you, is the most important thing for you, you're always gonna go for the cheapest option. Yes, okay, there's a concern to me. Can I share with you why? Because if you are the cheapest, you cannot be the best. So my question is, do you want to work with the best, or do you want to work with the cheapest at all costs? Doesn't at all cost, even at the cost of the result. Which kind of person you are? Okay, so if you're looking for the cheapest, we're not the best champs for you because we're not the cheapest. Would it be helpful if I refer you to the 3 cheapest competitors in the industry? Would that help you? Well, I don't want the cheapest. I want the cheapest, but with the best quality. Okay, and what is best quality for you if you don't even know what you're looking for? Have you ever considered that might be the issue right there that has led you to be where you are right now, where you hop on calls and you don't know exactly why nothing changes because you're never able to make a decision because you're not clear on what you're looking for. Have you ever considered that? No, could that be the thing? Do you want me to help you unpack that? And then you just help the guy. We're gonna be truth seekers. Our goal is to pursue the truth and get to the truth. So if we see something that's like this doesn't add up, go there. Feather, brick, and track. Have you guys heard of that? The feather is the first little swing, little touch that tells you something's wrong. You ignore it. Then, boom, you get a brick. A lot of people ignore the brick, and then, boom, there's the Mack track. It just hits you in the face. But it's not the Mack track. Like the feathers were there. You just didn't listen. You didn't take care of the feathers. You see a small little feather. Small little smell. No. Just go there. Prove that. Hold on. What made you say that? Where's that coming from? Don't allow the feathers to turn into bricks or tracks. And then it all of a sudden just backfires in your face. No, it's not all of a sudden. It was there all the time. You just didn't listen. You just didn't point it out. You got it. Good question.
It's like we have to be detectives in our truth seeking. Sometimes I find that calls don't go standardly because if someone doesn't even know what they're looking for, you can't just go through the script, right? Like you mentioned, you have to unpack whatever they're dealing with so that you can get to the truth to see if you can even help them.
It's just like the script or the framework is a roadmap, is a plan. But everybody has a plan until what? Until you get punched in the face, right? So it's like we do have the roadmap, but we know almost never is going to be ideal condition, perfect scenario. We know that. So it's like, okay, step one is this, but this guy's not even giving me step one. So why would I go into step two? Like, hold on, what's coming up here? Like, guys, you can prevent 80% of the objections. When I tell you that, you can see every day we're training. You see how you can prevent all this shit. It's right then in front of your eyes. You just need to learn how to see those things, right? So it might sound like it's just coming out of the blue. So that's what I was doing all the time with my calls. I was like, every time I was just getting something unexpected, that call, I'm reviewing that call. I'm reviewing the discovery of that call. Where did I miss this? I'm sure this was somewhere around discovery. I miss it. And boom, it was there. Fuck. Here it was. She said we 3 times. And I didn't. When you say we, how do you mean by that? Gosh, it was there. And then I just got a partner objection out of the blue. Right? It's there. It's in front of you 90% of the times. We just got to learn how to listen and how to see those situations. And it's not easy. Otherwise, everybody will be just like making 50, 100K in commissions, right? But we're in the game. That's the game. That's what we do. That's what we show up here every day.
So yeah, so during discovery and North Star, let's say they come at us like that. We probe into it, and then if it's still very like shady, whatever, we can start doing objection handling at that point. We can do a little bit of fear looping, I suppose, at that point, because you did give some analogies there.
That point is objection prevention. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the exact same things, but there's no price, there's no program involved. So it's you're preventing objections, skepticism, right? Lack of commitment, lack of wanting to take responsibilities right then in front of you. Why are you going to wait? So just like handle it right then and there. So yeah, the answer is yes. You handle it right then and there. Like if the objection is there inside of them, you might as well make that objection show up on your terms when you want, not when they want. And that your terms is you being able to cover that in the discovery. Discovery is where the sale is what? A freaking parrot here, Paulo the parrot. Exactly. No, but you're good, guys. I'm just kidding. All right, awesome, cool. Let's do a betting round for January. Okay, so I want the closers to bet based on the information you have, to bet on the setters and the triagers and the SDRs. The closers will say who are you betting is going to be the top performer on the setting team, and then the setters are going to bet who do you feel is going to be the top performer in the closing team for January. Okay, let's start with the closers. Who's going to be the best setter? Who's going to be the top performer in January? Who's going to pull out the best performance? Closers, go. So out of the triaging and SDR, Brian, who do you think is going to smash it in January? One name and why? Yeah. Who's going to make the most? Who's going to make the most sets? Come on, we don't have a lot of time, so go. Whatever comes in your mind.
Yeah, I'd say neck and neck, but I'll give Puss the edge. So Tata, he just like.
So who was that? Who was that?
Puss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why Puss?
Yeah, he's really proven himself this year so much, and that his communication as well is there, and he's on the ball. Like I could message him 11 o'clock at night, and I know it's like midnight over where he is, and he's gonna respond. You know what I mean?
There you go. Okay. Yeah. One point for who's Cameron.
All right, I'm gonna say Nick. Is he a part of that?
Okay. Well, he in December
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. It counts. It counts. It's okay. It counts. There you go.
All right,
why?
Yeah. Because from what I see, he's always in a learning mindset, trying to expand himself, asking questions, and I just see the improvement.
There you go. One point for Nick. Ronnie, what do you got?
I have a little bias, but I'm gonna have to go with my man Tato.
There you go. Why is that?
Yeah, he always keeps up with me and like he always gives me updates. I don't know. It's just a little bias I have.
Yeah, pretty even. Triaging team,
Yep.
pretty even. Kendall, you have to break it. You just have
Oh man, okay, I'm the tiebreaker. Well, I'm gonna have to go with who's only because he is the king of helping me get people back on calls who no showed. He can I'm the one messaging at 11 o'clock at night. It's like 3 a.m. where he is, and he's still messaging me back.
There you
So
go.
I mean
Who's
yeah, I don't know.
who's
It's
you,
really neck and neck
you,
though, but I have
you,
to give it to him for that for sure.
who's you better pull out the most amount of sets, dude. Now that you have the pressure.
Myself. I have to prove my
Awesome. Now let's do a round for the triagers, judging the closers, triagers and SDRs. Obviously, Matthew, you're new, so no worries, all good. Like we'll do that in the next round. So who wants to start?
I'll go first. So I think I'm gonna give it to Kendall just because she's proven that she can do it.
There
And
you
I
go.
I don't think there's a reason why that should change. So I think it's gonna be
Okay.
Kendall.
Okay,
sure.
Kendall, top performer. Boom. Well, there's 1 point, 1 vote for Kendall. Who's
Yep.
next?
So I'll first of all say who's it's on for next year. Let's go. Second of all, I'll say I'm gonna give it to Ronan.
Okay.
Just because I really see him really wanting to, get on it. And he's so like on top of like, what do you mean by this note? What do you mean by that note? How can we channel that thing out of them? And how, so really just communicating better like that. So I'm gonna give it to
Yeah.
Ronan.
And he pulled out a beefy yesterday, isn't it? Good job,
Yeah.
dude. Good job. Awesome. So 1 vote for running. Nick, what do you got?
Yeah, this one's really this one's difficult, but I mean I think Kendall's been killing it. Ronan close to Piff. Cameron always jumps into action, always. However, I am gonna play the long game and I'm gonna go with Brian actually. I'm gonna go with Brian. I think he's very
All right.
consistent. I think that's a really good bet for this new year. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. That's your tu caballo, your horse. So it's something we say in Spanish. And then we have Mike. What do you got, Mike?
Yo,
If I'm not missing anyone. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kendall. She's
Boom.
it and she continues to crush it. She's on it. So
There
yeah.
you go, Kendall. So the pressure for January top performance is on the Who's and Kendall. Let's see how you handle that pressure, guys.